but I was so intrigued by your style, boy. I always been a sucker for a while, boy. Wow. Okay, I am hoping this is recording. I'm using this new camera and I'm pretty sure it's wonky as well, so sorry about that. I am going to be filming a video today all about how I have dealt with my breakup. I just kind of had this idea today because I thought, you know, I'm not the first and only person to ever go through a breakup, so it might be good to share some little things that I've learnt along the way with you guys. I definitely have more to learn, and it's not to say that I'm completely healed either, but I definitely am on my way to being a happier, more fulfilled person after going through such a big thing. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, I will link the video below. It is my breakup kind of like story, I guess. It's been November, December, January, March, 4 months since me and my ex broke up, so it's been enough time that I feel like I have moved on to an extent where I can kind of talk about this with you guys. I am going to start with my little list. I've got a list on my phone. So the first thing I wrote down was take time to heal. Straight after it happened, I literally went on a plane like the day after to Melbourne, and then I got on a plane to Sydney, and having that time to just not have any clue what I was doing and have time off work and just be able to separate myself from the situation and like literally take myself as far away as I could from the person and from what was happening allowed me to process and think through what had happened. That was directly after. When I came home, obviously I had to deal with all of it. I had to cancel every single supplier and all that had to do with the wedding. Taking that time away during those first 2 weeks of when it happened allowed me to kind of gain strength to be able to do that. So I came back and did that. I cried a lot, and I remember this one particular night, I guess for a while I was kind of in shock, and I just expected the person that I was with to come to my door and say that he loved me and that this isn't what he wanted. And I guess I held on to that hope, and this one day it just hit me that he wasn't coming back and it wasn't happening. And I remember I spent the night on the floor with my sister and my mum, and we all just cried together for hours. And I think that's the most I cried about it. I ended up going to Sydney with this lovely guy, and I spent 3 weeks up there. And that was actually over the period of my wedding day. Again, I separated myself from home. I turned my phone off all of that day, and I just I ended up spending the day at Maroubra Beach with a mate, and I just spent those 3 weeks healing, basically. Another thing I would actually say would be to stick to a routine. I feel like directly after I came home from my running away trip, after it happened, it was important for me to get back into a routine. So getting up early like I normally do, eating my 3 meals and making sure I did, because when I'm stressed or upset I don't eat. So I was making sure that I was getting up, eating my 3 meals a day, going to work, doing things that felt normal so that I could get my head in a better place. So that's another really important step, I feel. Channeling my anger. Channeling your anger into something positive is so flipping important in maintaining healing within or after a breakup. I didn't know what to do with my emotions. I think a lot of it, even though I was sad and even though I missed him, I feel like most of my emotion was hurt and anger for a lot of the time that I was grieving. And I did not know what to do with that. Finally, I found something that really, really helped me, and that was writing. I have always loved writing my whole life, but having this during this time, just to write down exactly what I'm feeling and being able to channel it into the written words was and is still so helpful. And you know, there's little bits in here where I've cried and like the ink has smeared. Like, this has just been so important to me. And the other part of that writing has been this. This is my Thank You Next book, which my friend Naomi, who was in my last video, actually created for me. And it is all of or a lot of my friends and their kind of words to me throughout the beginning. But in the back, I've actually been using it as like a burn book, and it's been flipping amazing. Like, this is juicy. I will never show what's in this book. And the other thing that I've been doing to channel my anger has been music. And I'm gonna play you some right now. Some of my favorite songs during this time, which I'm still listening to over and over. I don't need your lies no more, 'cause the truth is without you, boy, I'm stronger. With my head for nobody, yeah. You have to question, is he loyal to me? Well, then he's probably not, and you should probably leave. Says he's online. This song from Mumford & Sons as well, I listened to a lot, especially this end bit. Just listen to this in the car, playing over and over. Like, it just had so much feeling for me, this song. I don't listen to this as much. If you guys didn't know, me and my ex actually dated in high school, and after that original breakup, this is my song that I dedicated to that time. And again, it's perfect. I'm always so complacent. I never change the station. We find a sharp, and if I need to cut you up, my life I'll take it up. You must feel good digested to be so damn aggressive, but the pounding in my chest is begging for protection. And Little Lion Man as well. There's so many that I've loved, and that has really directed and channeled my anger. In Sydney on the wedding day, I was fine throughout most of the day and kept myself super distracted, and then literally when I got home back to Tom's place, I put on this song on the speaker in the bathroom and laid on the tile floor crying for ages, and this was on so loud, and I hear this little knock on the door, and Tom's roommate Brandon comes in, and he just sat on the floor with me. And it's just such an angry song. It's being like, my life, like, what have I done kind of thing. It was perfect for that day. There's some of the songs that I've loved. There's actually like a Spotify playlist that you can go follow if you want to, called Breakup Playlist, and it's mine. But yes, that was really important for me, and that's something I would definitely recommend for other people to do, is to find some way to channel your anger. Accepting my place in life as it kind of rolled through. I think the whole time from the breakup until now, I've been really good at accepting kind of that this is what's happened, this is what's happening, and I need to kind of go with it as it happens. And I definitely have found that stopping when I get a little bit overwhelmed by everything that's going on, and just stopping and being like, you know, just thinking, okay, this is what's going on. How can I accept this? How can I move forward? And through these emotions as well. Rediscovering yourself is such a big step, and I'm about to take that step by moving away and going to YWAM. That is my kind of reinvention, rediscovering time, and I think it will be my next step of moving forward and healing, and I'm so excited to go, as you all know from that video. I think that being able to do what you want to do when you're in a relationship, it kind of, you know, you're one together and you're doing life together. And because we were getting married, I kind of put aside my dreams and excitement for my own life to kind of be alongside him, which is fine, and I was happy to do that. But now it's kind of opened up my own world of what I want to do and where I want to go with my life. And so now I get to do that, and I get to reinvent myself and become who I am destined to be and what my purpose is. My camera just died, which is so annoying, and it's such a good quality, and this is my phone. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it made sense. I just want you to know, if you're going through something similar to what I've been through, you can do it. It is possible. It can feel incredibly lonely, but it's doable, and you can do this. And if you feel like you can't, God is there for you. He can hold you through it. And I, for one, have seen that come to light, absolutely. So that is all I wanted to say today. I've been so excited to be uploading consistently on YouTube. So if you're enjoying it, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.
Don't call me up, I'm going out tonight, feeling good now you're out of my life.